Right. We're gonna do a couple puzzles today. Maybe we'll do some blitz afterward. We'll do survival just so we can go um over the puzzles. A6. I don't see how he stops this pawn. He goes here, there. Okay. Here, if he goes there, we push. He needs to land on this square. So unfortunately, he's at one tempo behind. So this is just going to be promoting. Here we can either take or take here. We take here, then he pushes, check, back, here, 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 king back. It's a close one. Depends on the accuracy, I guess. So I think it should just be taking first, since we could take that pawn on the next move. Here, push, 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 here, and that's check. So we should be able to stop that pawn. We go here. We have a bishop defending the square and two rooks, and he only has a rook and a king. So that's a 3 against 2. And the king can't escape after I capture this, so this is going to be checkmate. Okay. If we take here, queen takes bishop, that's a free piece. Here we're white. Question is, okay, we probably just push again, king up, push, king up. So we were bringing our king depending on what his move was. So after we push, he brought his king over so that if we push, he could take, and then we would take his pawn, and that's a draw. But if we bring our king up to defend the pawn and the square in front of the pawn, then we win by promoting our pawn first, and he won't be able to promote his. This is going to be checkmate in 2. The bishop doesn't allow the king to escape, and the rook is in the way, so this is going to be checkmate. Here I can go here. King there is forced. He can also go there. Obviously, that's not good. So here, check, queen takes, pawn takes, and I don't see how he stops this pawn. He's not in the not within being able to stop the pawn. Here he should have taken with the king. No, actually, either way, had he taken with a king, we would have played here and forked the king and the pawn. In this position, we'll fork the king and the pawn as well, and we'll take the pawn. Even if he had gone here, we would still take the pawn. After king takes, we're going to go here, and the king can't stop the pawn. And promotion with check. So we'll just take that pawn, and that endgame is winning. Here we can take with check, and that forks these two pieces. So we'll do that. And if he had gone rook here after that, we would just take the pawn on e7 with the rook on c7. We have two pieces attacking this right here, and the king is vulnerable. Go here, and we take first with the queen because that's check, and we're able to follow up with queen to g1. This also leads to mate, but it's checkmate in 1 is better than checkmate in 2. At least according to the computer. This should just be checkmate on next move. We defend the rook, and the king can't escape to any of these squares. They're all taken up, so this is just checkmate. Here we can just take after queen takes, bishop takes, and we win a piece. Here, okay, this is interesting. All right, we have this capture immediately. king takes, but there's no follow-up, I think. Both our knight and our rook are hanging, so we have to keep that in mind. Unfortunately, we have so many pawns that we can't stalemate, so we know this isn't going to be a draw. It has to be a checkmate, but I'm not sure what it is. I'm not seeing it at the moment. Not check is legal, but he just takes. Check is legal, but he just takes either way. This is legal, but he just takes. Queen takes here. No, I can't even check here because the queen defends that square. So this is actually quite a tricky puzzle. I have to think about it for a couple seconds, I think. Let's see. Is there something I'm missing? Let's see. Oh, okay. Takes, king takes, queen here. And we fork and we defend our knight. So I'm not sure why I was missing that. It was a little quite simple, but sometimes we'll miss the obvious. Bishop here, king takes, rook takes, and we're up in exchange. Sorry about that, I got distracted for a second. Here, king can't go up because the bishop stops him from going up. So after king here, queen here, rook takes, and it's checkmate as the king can't escape since there's a pawn on g6. Okay, this rook looks almost trapped. So I'm gonna go attack it, and after I attack it, he can't go here. So we just take with the pawn. He can't go here, we just take with the pawn. He can't go here because our king is right here and we'll take. He can't take here because it's defended twice. So he's forced to go here, and after king here, he can't take there because the rook defends. He can't go there. Our king is here and defends this square and this square, and he can't take again because the rook and king defend. So this just traps the rook, and he just gives it away for nothing. Here we can possibly take. That's the most obvious. Take and take. The question is there a trick? After queen takes, rook takes. We're attacking this pawn, so if he goes here, we just take this pawn, and he can't take here because our rook is right here. So that seems like it's the correct move. We have a lot of hanging pieces here. If we check here, any way that he can't defend this knight, I think. So this check will win a piece. And let's check again. Okay. We can do here. If here, then we go here and we're forking the king and the rook and the bishop, obviously, but the rook is more important. If we go here and rook here, then we rook here, we take, and we go here, and we're forking the king and the rook again. So we'll go here, take, and take the rook, and we're up a rook. This position, this is probably going to be a checkmate. Here, after there, he has one legal move. And if we go bishop here, we stop him from moving to this square, and it's a check. And I believe it's checkmate as he can't block with anything. Here we'll go here. So with this move, we were threatening checkmate here with queen takes h7. Had he gone here, he doesn't. So he takes with his bishop, but now we're also threatening checkmate with the pawn. So he has to sacrifice his queen. Okay. Let's see. This is a very weak square. And we have our queen and bishop lined up, but perhaps it has nothing to do with that. If here pawn takes, actually, here pawn takes, queen takes, bishop takes, bishop takes. Can he stop this? What about if he goes here? We'll take, and we don't take here first, and since this is not check. If it was our turn and we did this here, he could go here, and after here, he could go here. We can check again, but he can bring his king up, and there's no more good checks. We can check here, and then he takes our rook. But if we check first, he's forced to go here. Then we go bishop here, and we're checking the king, and the king can't escape this way and or forward because of the pawn. So this is just going to be checkmate. Okay. This is almost checkmate as it's defended by the knight, but the knight also defends. So we'll sacrifice our rook, remove the defender from this square, and let's see. It's a matter of what to play next, since our knight is hanging. We can probably just bring the rook back. If we want, we can go crazy and go here. After here, we take here. But then he has some complications with like queen here. We have to go all the way back. Our rook is a little awkward since it can't come back around to any of these squares, especially with the queen on the board. It can also take here, here. Actually, taking here might be best. If he takes, then we take here, and I don't see how he stops checkmate. This is checkmate, and it's not checkmate. Okay, so queen here, queen goes there. So if we take, king takes, bishop checks, then we win the rook. So I think that should be the solution. Here we can check. After king here, takes, rook takes, king takes. Our knight's here, so we go check, and the king is here, and we win the bishop. So the reason why he had to go back was because his rook was undefended. So had he gone here or this way, sorry, he was here. So had he gone here or here instead of here, then we would have just taken twice on e8, and we would have won a rook. In this position, we just check and we fork the bishop and the king, and it's a winning endgame. We're gonna stop this pawn from promoting. There's no need to calculate, I think. And then we start to push our other pawn. Once he promotes, we take, and we're gonna be promoting ourselves. Okay, if we go here, then he goes maybe rook here. So if we go here, I think we're just gonna be attacking two pieces at once. So I'll win that rook. This may be a draw. I think we can just go back and forth if we want. I don't see anything better because right now he's just running checkmate in one. Okay, I guess I was wrong. Here we can go for bishop takes. King here. There's no follow-up, I think, though. We can also go for bishop takes. If here, then we go here. King back here, this is checkmate. And if the knight takes, then we go here, and we take here, and that's checkmate. Here we can take here. If here, then we can go here. And the king is forced to go to one of these squares. Probably this one right here. After which we take here, which is funny, I just saw that right now. If he goes here and defends his rook, since so if we go here, his rook is attacking our queen, but once we check, the king is forced to go back to one of these two squares. If he goes here, then we just take here since the rook is no longer defended as the king is in the way. And if he goes here and defends his rook, we'll take anyway. He takes, and our knight is here, and there's a pawn here after we get taken, so we're going to take here. That's going to be check, and we're going to win the queen. And probably we're going to go back and escape with our knight. So we'll go here, take here, there, and there. And we win a rook in that variation, I believe. Okay, so in this position, he has a queen and we don't. This seems like the most forcing move. We'll go here. The question is, do we go here? If we go here, then he goes king there. We can also just check, and I think this is just checkmate. So I saw this fork, but I realized that this is just more important since the king can't escape. Here he can't take the bishop, and the bishop covers these two squares. If we do takes here, okay. We can also just go here first. Here, if he brings his rook here, then we block the check with our rook, and then we promote. Here, we probably want to get our king up, and if he goes here, we're going to go here, king here. That's interesting. Okay. If he goes here, I wonder what we played. Do we just go here? And the point is, we're going to win the pawn. The question now is, do we take with the pawn or do we take with the king? Taking with the king would allow him to come here. After here, we're forced to go to the side, either side. So here, and he gets what's called an opposition. So this is just going to be a draw if we take with the king. Let me show the variation. We go here. He always stays one square away from us. He doesn't want to go back. So here. If we go back, he just follows us. And if we push, then we go right behind the pawn. He goes here. We go here. He goes here. We push here. He goes. Let's see. So we go here. Pawn push here. Pawn push here. Here. Push here. And after we go here, the king is stalemated, so we have to take with the pawn. So that's the reason why we want to take with the pawn is after we take with the pawn, now we get the opposition. So after pawn takes, if he goes king here, we can go push, I think. King back, push here. And our king is right here. So he has to go here, then we go here, and then we push, we promote next move. Is it? Push? Here, here. What if he goes here, 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 here? Okay, that wins. Here, 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 here. Push. That wins. Okay, so the reason why we moved our king over was that that was probably the most forcing. Perhaps I think there was a way to be able to draw with black. Um, I think there was a way to draw. So after king here, he's forced to go to either side, either way. It's the same variation. So king here, we have a pawn right here. If he goes here, we go here. And if he comes this way, we go here, and then we push, and we're promoting. So that's the reason why that was winning. Let's see, in this position we have... it's quite interesting. It seems like we're even in material. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 rooks each, and I think we have all of our pawns. The key differences is we have 2 minors developed. He has 1. His queen is right here, which is a little odd, which means that we can probably start attacking it. If we attack it with this pawn, then he can go queen here. If we go here, he can go here, after which we may be able to go here. I'm not sure what the move in this position is, to be honest. Perhaps we do just attack the queen. Attack it again. Question is, do we go here? He's attacking our knight. Unfortunately, that runs into a pin. Had he gone had he taken here, I think we just go here, and we're gonna take here next, and we're gonna fork the king and the rook, and the queen can't take this pawn because it's defended by the rook, and the queen can't chuck because the knight defends that square. So this is just winning. I'm gonna be honest, I did not see that whole variation, but I figured it was simply attacking the queen. Let's see. This check almost wins up an exchange. There's 2 problems with that. Queen takes, and there's a great weakness on g7. It's a very, very weak pawn. If we check, let's see, if we check, he could probably block now that I think about it, so maybe that's not it. We do some sort of sacrifice. Bishop takes. We'll go check first. Take here, and then take here. And we win 2 pieces for a rook, I believe. Here we probably have some crazy, like rook takes here, pawn takes here. here, here. And we have a bishop, and a rook for a bishop, knight, and rook. Interesting. We take here next. Okay. What if we just take here? Okay, that wasn't it. Here I can probably either take, and then push. Push, king here, push here, and he stops our pawn. If we go push, takes, king here, push, here, again he stops our pawn. The thing is, it's just a matter of accuracy. So we have two different moves. If takes, push, and we have this pass pawn too. So he can't stop both pawns. The question is, do we push here, do we push or do we take here and then push? I think we push. Okay. So the more accurate way to play this was taking here, I believe. So after taking, takes, push, king here, push, here, we go here, and if he takes here, push, here, and promotes, and we win this endgame. And if he comes back this way, then we simply promote out right here. So we got to 35, which is a little bad, but it's okay. It's doable, I guess. We're gonna play a couple blitz games. I'm gonna be eating having my breakfast right now, so I may not talk for a little bit, but we'll definitely play. Okay, we're playing a 926. Again, we're simply going to be looking at hanging pieces and stuff. There's no reason to play strategically accurate against 900s or people rated 1,000. Okay, looks like this game is going to be over. All right, we'll go for the next game. We have 838, 848 rather. I don't know my numbers apparently. We'll go here. Okay, he attacks our queen. The main move here is queen a5. So queen a5 it is. Or rather, one of the main moves. There's a lot of ways to play this Scandinavian. There's queen e6 check, queen d8, queen a5 as I played. Okay, he goes there. In this position, we'll go here and pin his knight. A very common way to play this is here. Okay, so there's two different issues with that move. Or actually just one issue. The first one is the queen is hanging. So we can simply take the queen, and that's just going to be a queen for a bishop, which is up material. So we're going to take the queen. And I'm sure he totally forgot that his queen was hanging, and we see a resignation. The other thing is this knight is very loose. Perhaps bishop here was better. d4 is playable. So this was an easy game. All right. We're playing against 10-12. We'll play d4, d5. Here we want to focus on developing properly, making sure we don't develop any weakness. So he's trying to go here and double our f pawns. Double pawns are not bad unless they're weak. This pawn is potentially weak, so I moved it back. Now I have double g pawns, but at least I have an open file for my rook. And once I castle, I don't have to play h6 or h5 or g6 to get lift, so that I don't get checkmated in the back rank, since I automatically have the h7 square. Here we're just going to develop normally. We're going to move we're going to go knight a6. I think we're going to go knight here. I think that's just a better square for the knight. We'll develop our bishop. We'll castle next move, and then we'll go here. All right. Castling should be fine here. Okay. Here he might want to push. So we could take and have queen takes. Maybe knight here harass the queen. The only issue is I'm giving up a little control of this square. So I think I'm going to go here. And I put all my pawns in the center of the board on light squares, since I have a dark square bishop. So my pawns take care of the light squares, while my bishop takes care of the dark squares. Okay, here we'll go here. And we'll simply try to maneuver our pieces. Play a couple strategic ideas. I think I'll take with the bishop. Taking either way should be fine, I think. We'll go here. Here. Perhaps bishop there is good. We'll go here. I didn't go here because I didn't want to allow this to come with an attack. Here we'll go here and see if he allows us to checkmate him. He does. So the reason why I played that move was I figured that he would just allow checkmate. Maybe he could have played here or this. After g6, I would have probably just take here, and checkmate. And after f4, queen here, queen takes, knight takes, and my knight's no longer hanging. So this is just checkmate. See if he pre-moves that. He doesn't. Trying to take here. Castle. Trying to go here. Trap his bishop. We'll go here. The bishop takes, we'll go here. Bishop here, we go here. Here we go here. After he goes here, we'll go here, and we'll trap the bishop. So the bishop no longer has any squares to escape to. So that's just a trapped bishop. And here we're just up a piece. We'll go here, add another attacker. We'll go here, attack this pawn. If he goes king here, we could probably just go here. Maybe he can't defend this pawn, I think. And that's checkmate. So it's just checkmate in a couple. I think we still take here. If he goes here, we check here, and that's checkmate. As the king can't escape, and our queen and rook are too strong for the lone king. Yep, we see a resignation. Apparently, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders, and 0 missed wins, which is pretty good for a rating of 2077. We were allowing him to take, but he didn't want to take it, which is fine. Over here, perhaps we'll harass the bishop. Um, Here we'll go here. Actually, bishop here is a good move now. We'll go here. So we have a weakened king, unfortunately, but he's a 2048 and we're not. So this should just be a relatively easy game, I think. We'll go here. We'll go here. Takes, we go here. He has to block. If he blocks with the knight, then we take here. And had he not blocked with the knight, he would have to move over. That's a free piece. So while castling, his king no longer defended this piece. So that's something that you have to be aware about. When you're castling and your opponent has a lot of pressure, a lot of the times you can be hanging a piece or so. We'll go here. If he goes here, actually we'll go here now. And that's so that he can't go here. And we'll go here. He can go here, I think. Okay. We'll go, if we take, rook takes here, here. Okay. That doesn't quite work. Perhaps we go here, see if he takes. Here, push. I don't see how he stops that pawn. So my pawn defends both of these squares, which is quite interesting. And he can't go there. And his rook, the reason why I allowed him to take this pawn was because here his rook would be able to, on g5, he'd be able to go to c5 and stop my pawn. But on this square, if he goes here, then that doesn't quite matter because my pawn blocks. Perhaps here was a little more accurate. Still losing though. We'll go here. Take that pawn. He's from Ireland. So I looked at the analysis for that game. That's why I took a second. And I had a 93.7 accuracy, which is very, very good. Unfortunately, it was against player rated 1,000, so it doesn't matter too much. It'd be nice to have like a 95% accuracy against a grandmaster or something. We'll gladly take here. We're attacking this pawn. And we'll win the exchange, at least. If he tries to defend, perhaps we can win this pawn. If he tries to go here and here. Something he has to keep in mind. We'll go here. We'll go knight here. See if he wants to trade pieces. We'll go here. Okay. I think we'll go. It's a very interesting position where we're up a rook. He can try to win this back though. Maybe queen here and then here. Okay, here we'll go here. Get this in. Threaten this perhaps. If it's a threat. We'll take here. We'll take here as well. Okay. We'll attack the bishop. We'll go here. So we're trading queens because we're up this material. Technically, we're up a rook. Here we'll go here. Attack the bishop. And we'll go here. Basically, we're trying our best to just keep this right here. Yep, he resigns. So maybe we wouldn't have been able to get our bishop out with perfect play, but we were doing our best to how do you say, to get our bishop to not be captured so we can beat the most amount of material up. In this position, we have a queenless middle game. This is a free pawn. And we're just going to develop our pieces normally. We'll go here. We don't want to allow this. Here, attack the bishop with tempo, castle. And now we'll start to develop everything. Go here. Maybe he'll think this is a free pawn. Yep. This bishop is trapped now. There was a famous game by Bobby Fischer where he blundered this exact same tactic in an endgame where he was black, I think, and he took the pawn on a2. And I don't know what he was thinking, but it was just a blunder. Here I can go here or here. If I go here, he takes here with check, so I'm not going to do that. I'll defend this pawn. Perhaps I'll bring my knight here, my other knight here. Have two centralized knights. We'll go here. That knight is now pinned. Bring the other knight in. Go here. I know we're threatening this. He can defend though with this. Here we trade out even more pieces. And that helps us again because we're up a piece. Here we'll want to bring our knight here. We'll go there. If he goes here, then we go here. There, he's starting to go here. That's a free piece. And we'll probably see a resignation soon. Especially after that move. Okay, so he resigns. I was just pre-moving where he might push his pawn. Okay, that was a pretty okay game by us. Same thing we'll do here. We'll develop our pieces. Go here. Go here. Funny thing is, if he goes here, we get checkmated. So he totally missed that. Okay. Go here, attack the queen. Attack the queen again. He missed it. Oh, we could just go bishop back. So that was a blunder, but he didn't see it, fortunately. Right there, defensive pawn. Force him to move his king, so he no longer can castle. We have this escape route right here, so we don't have to worry about our queen getting trapped. And this is just completely winning. So we'll go here, try to trade up pieces. Check. Go here. Check. Go here. He can't do that. Free rook. Oh no, my pawn. Okay. Play a couple more blitz games. There's annoying. We'll go here. If here we take. If here we go here. Here we'll go here. Bishop there's okay. I don't think I should take that pawn. If I take, he goes here and he gets some counterplay. Attack this pawn. This knight rather. Bishop back. If here, we'll go here. We don't want our bishop to get trapped. So that we have the escape square. Go here. If he goes here, we'll just go bishop here instead of here, where our bishop isn't completely blocked by our own pieces. We'll go here. So I don't want him to play here and try to trap my bishop, so we can go all the way back. Free pawn. And we'll castle next move if he doesn't move his bishop out of the way. Goes there. Check there. He forgot that my bishop defends backwards. Right now it's also stopping him from castling. We'll go here, defend this. And we'll go here and castle. Attacking the queen. Go here, attack this pawn. Bishop takes, knight here, and we win the queen. Yeah, you see your resignation. He probably realized that he's not playing a 1200. Unfortunately, it's at this point where we're only playing like 1300s. So our rating is going up really slowly. If he goes here, we go here, and we win the rook in the corner. As that is check. Starting checkmate in 1. Okay, he properly defends. It's good. Take that pawn. We'll go queen here. Here. b5, we just go back. We'll go here. We'll bring our bishop back. Let him take so that we have an open file. That's good for us, I think. I think we just want a pawn. Doesn't take, then we'll take here. Go here. Mind you that my bishop is here. It's a free rook. Last move was perhaps here, but still not very good. So as you saw, I castled, I developed my 2 bishops and my knight, with which I traded off. And my opponent, just barely on move 14, had 2 pieces out. This wasn't ready. He hasn't castled yet. And that's why he lost so quickly, because his pieces were just very bad. So that's pretty much how you win against 1300s, 1400s. This is the Philidor defense with d4 as the main move. We'll take with the knight. Go there. Bishop there is good. Knight there is fine. We'll go here. If he goes here, we'll just go back. Opposite side castling. Okay. We'll start with an immediate a4. Perhaps we'll sacrifice a pawn or 2. We'll go here, centralize our knight. And we'll go here and try to checkmate him. He's going to do the same. We'll go here. If he takes, we take. We'll take here. Queen here. We're threatening the rook, and right now we're also threatening this right here. So that's kind of funny. I think we just take the rook here. Knight hanging, so he has to be aware of that. Perhaps we'll go here next. Okay. Whoa, queen back here. We'll go here. Rook there is good. We'll go here. And that's checkmate. The king can't escape up or sideways. So this was technically a bad move, since he could have just taken. After taking... Oh, actually that was a pretty decent move. I'm surprised at how good that move was. The point is, after... Yeah. Apparently I have a blitz rating of over 1200, and I got a quick knockout. Okay, so after here, which the computer says is winning. After there, we just take, and if he takes my queen, then we go here. I think that's the move, right? Queen there. This is forced, and we take the rook. So that's the reason why it was winning, because this is actually a fork. This promotion is a fork, and that's the funny thing. Let's see what the computer says about this. That's pretty good. Okay. Um, yeah, that's apparently it says that I had a blunder, but that's completely fine. Okay, so that was a pretty good game. That was a very, very nice ending to it. We'll go e4. We haven't seen the Sicilian yet, which is weird. See it at a much higher level usually. So I guess that makes sense. For little defense, takes. We'll take here. If bishop takes, then we'll take here. If pawn takes, we'll take here, and then we'll take on e5. Okay, we'll take here, gladly. And we'll do queen takes there, and we'll go here. If knight here, attacking my bishop and this. Had he done that, I would have just gone bishop d1. That defends this. Okay, we'll go here. Probably rook e8. We'll go here. Pin that knight. Here, see if he takes my knight. We'll go here. We'll here, we'll push, and then we'll probably take this knight if he allows us to. Go there, he's probably going to go there. There. Okay. Here we'll go here. I'm sure he wants to go f5, so we'll stop him from going f5 immediately. Just trying to go en passant. We'll take here. Bishop takes his force. Go here. And go here. So he can't defend that with the king. He has to defend it with the knight. Actually, he might just have blundered that pawn, now that I think about it. Even if he pushes it, we get this fork in. Okay. He admits that he messed up, which is fine. Alright, we'll go here. Attack this pawn. And then we'll go here if he goes a5. Attack this, which is defended, but, just so he has something to think about. We'll go here. Right now we're threatening this. And our rook's always defended, so that's something that we always have to keep in mind. Make sure we're not blundering our rook. Okay. Or blundering our knight, as we just did. Okay. So we have this move anyway because our bishop defends our knight. So we got really lucky because we were getting a bit too greedy. So at the moment we're up like 3 pawns or something like that. We'll go here, threaten to go here. My opponent has done a pretty good job of not getting forked. I'm impressed. If there we just take, so he doesn't have an easy way of proceeding. This knight can't really move. Okay, he takes that pawn. We'll go here. If here, I think we'll probably just trade. if they're, I'm gonna go here. If he takes, which is what I'm hoping for, I'll go here. Here, and then checkmate. So the king is forced to go here. He can't go there because my bishop is obviously in that diagonal. He can't go here because my rook. And once he's here, he can't go this way. Again, bishop, pawn, knight, pawn, and bishop. And this is just checkmate. Very nice checkmate by us. Okay. Playing up 1500, almost 1500, 1496. Ooh, scary. I'm scared. See if he takes. We'll go here. Here. Attack the rook, attack this pawn. Go here, I think. Am I blundering? Here, there, bishop there. Takes. Bishop there, probably e5. Or else I'm allowed in taking. Takes, takes, takes. There. Okay, so that's losing. We'll go queen here. If he does this, then we'll take. If he takes, queen takes here. We defend our knight, our rook rather, and our bishop is still available to take this, and the queen's under attack. So he just blundered. Happily take that. Go here. Here. We're gonna go back and then castle. Go there. And go here. If pawn takes, we go here. And we win the bishop, I think. I don't see how he defends it. Funny thing is, we can even go here. Oh, well, not really. If here he goes e5. Alright, well, I think this is going to be the end of it. We played a couple games, maybe like 15 or something. Maybe a little later today I'll play on Lichess and post that as well. Alright, well, everyone have a good day. And until next time.